Hello citizens, this is the RSI Mantis, and welcome to Star Citizen Rated. Before we rate, let's discuss the rating system. I like stats. Stats are useful. Here's some right now. But I started this rating system for myself in order to try and answer this one question. What ship provides the best experience in Star Citizen? I love what Star Citizen promises to offer, and I know the gameplay will come, but it's not here yet, and not all ships are made equal. So join me as I try to find the ship or ships that can give the most immersion possible in the current state of the verse. With that in mind, I have broken my review into two main categories: ship model and capabilities. With the ship model, we will rate visual detail, sounds, interactivity, crew accommodations, flight model, and quantum travel. And with capabilities, we will determine what kind of tasks each ship is capable of and to what degree. With all that said, here we go. Okay, let's look at the exterior. First of all, I love the design. Oh man. That white looks pixelated. Doesn't look good. This black though looks pretty good. A little shiny. Why is it moving? Stop moving. Why are you moving? Oh. So the black looks kind of shiny. That looks like it's lacking detail. See, look at that. And there's some scuff on it, which looks pretty good, but the dirty white, it looks pixelated. I don't like it. The guns look really detailed. You can see no pixelation right there that you can tell. But you look at the white, it looks really bad. And then the darker parts look pretty good. Just a little bit too shiny. That view window looks awesome though. I love the edges. It's very sharp. Like I said, the design of this ship is amazing. Just not a fan of the paint textures on the white surfaces. Okay, let's go inside. Oop, passed it. And there we go. It's good that they have a button. I am not a fan of these lifts though. Ugh. What the hell? This is why. They're so glitchy. It's a nice idea, but they really need to work on this. There we go. Okay. There's the Space John with bidet. Nice. Very European. Coffee maker, food dispenser. I like it. Monitors for blah. Component storage? I don't know. There's a bed. None of this other stuff is clickable. No clickable. Nothing. What is that? Is that storage? What is that? Is that an optical illusion? What am I looking at? God, that's hurting my brain. Okay. Let's get in. nice. That's a great view. Alright, let's start her up. That's kind of muted. But it's okay. Whoa, that's fast. I don't know, the ambient noise seems kind of loud to me. Does anyone else feel that way? I like that. They got some good animations in this game. Really good. God, I love that design. Alright, let's see how it handles in Atmo. Pretty nice. It's not a light fighter, but it's pretty good. And of course that yaw rate is kind of horrendous. I'm sorry guys, you're gonna hear me mention that in every dang ship review I do, I'm sure. But I just really don't like the yaw rates in this game, how they nerfed them so hard. Okay, enough of that. Otherwise, the handling is pretty good for the ship. With the view, I could see doing some amateur low flying in this. It's decently fast too. It just doesn't look it. I'm max throttle here. It's not bad. It's pretty punchy. It's like your own personal Star Trek, J.J. Abrams edition. Alright, let's see how it's like in space. I'm not liking that side view though. The front view is amazing. Side view, not so much. I want to be able to see the horizon as I leave. Am I out of atmosphere yet? Almost. There we go. Okay, let's check out quantum. Now the quantum tank in this ship is pretty small. It's just like most other ships. But the quantum drive, I mean, it's the same as other light fighters and some racers. It's insanely small for this ship size. I'll get into that in the ratings, but I think this ship needs more quantum love. And of course, handling in space is pretty standard for this ship size. I think they did okay with it. Okay, let's check out the main event. Okay, the QED. Now, how do we turn that on? Okay. What does that look like? That's pretty cool. Is that in like a standby mode? Or is it powering up? It doesn't look like it's powering up. What's going on? Ah, there we go. There it's going. That is so cool. You know what this reminds me of? Reminds me of Contact. Great movie. Wow, that is so cool. Oh my god. I wish the regular quantum drive was like that. Holy cow. Oh, oh man. That sound is awesome. Those visuals were insane. How long did it take to... Oh, it's still going, so it's actively keeping people from quantuming. Okay. There we go. Now it's done. And I guess it's got to recharge? Or do I have to charge it again for it to go? I just turned it off. It's my only option. Wow. That was cool. I didn't get to see it open though. Let's turn it on again. Okay. Alright, that's it. That is amazing. I wish I could spam that all over the verse. Okay, under ship model, visual detail, I gave it a 3. It's got great design, some good details, but old textures and some really bad pixelation on the white areas. For sound, I gave it a 3. Some great sounds, but the ship ambient noise just sounds louder than the engines, and I think that needs some balance. For interactivity, I gave it a 3. There's not much in the way of buttons and switches, but at least the entry lift has a dedicated touch panel, so there's that. For crew accommodations, I gave it a 4. It's got great open space, decent view, modern aesthetics. It has a bed, kitchenette, and a space john. I mean, what more could you want? For flight model, I gave it a 4. It flies well in space, and atmo like one would expect. For quantum travel, I gave it a 2. The visuals are just like most other ships, but pretty good. The reason for the 2 is the size of the quantum fuel tank. It carries the same amount of quantum fuel as the Razor and Aurora series of ships, but the Mantis is roughly 8 times more massive than the Auroras and 19 times more massive than the Razor series. The Nomad, for instance, has roughly the same mass as the Mantis, but carries 50% more quantum fuel. I think the Mantis could use some more love here. For capabilities and single-player combat, I gave it a 1. With 2 size 3 laser cannons, it's okay, but I would get destroyed by smaller light fighters before I could take out my target. So it's not for me. For multiplayer combat, I gave it a 4. The QED is almost necessary for pirate groups. So while the ship itself isn't capable of multiplayer, it fulfills a specific niche that will certainly give your group an advantage over the others. For hauling and trading, I gave it a 0. There's no cargo space, however, the ship is very enjoyable if you're wanting to do some box missions. But, as you saw earlier, the lift can be an issue at times. For specialty, I gave it a 0. You can't mine with it, can't refuel others, and you can't race with it. For planet hopping, I gave it a 2. This ship is very enjoyable to fly in, especially to look at. The main downside is the ridiculously small quantum fuel tank. If that gets fixed, planet hopping will jump up at least to a 3. For party vote, I gave it a 1. You can bring 1 or 2 friends on board, as the interior is small, but it is open and light and has a great view. So for total out of 54, it gets a 27. This is a fun ship, and has a very specific use case, mostly for pirating, but I think it could use some more love from CIG before I would recommend anybody have this as their main ship. Thank you for watching. If you liked my video, please let me know by hitting that like button. You can also subscribe to my channel for more Star Citizen videos. I would also appreciate any feedback you can give in the comments below. Let me know what I can do to make more informative and enjoyable content. Thank you again, and I will see you all in the verse. Good explosion.